Welcome to the show, Suggs. So how's it going?
Very well indeed. Thank you very much, Chris. Absolutely marvellous.
So you're performing in Brighton on the 6th of December and in London on the 20th. What have you got planned?
Well, we're in the process of writing some new songs, which we've started recording, actually. So we're hopefully going to play a few new things. Obviously not too many. We're not going to try and stretch people's boredom factor too far. But, the usual stuff. Madness have always enjoyed playing live. It's our main reason for being. And, ironically, given the fact that there's so much downloading in the world, at least I can't download you physically. That's the thing.
Live music is fantastic, isn't it?
It really is. And, we still get the same thrill from our audiences that we ever did.
That's great. So what can you tell us about the new stuff you're recording at the moment? Can you give us a clue? We've just finished recording one song called The Rag and Bone Man, which is a song about a guy that, I don't know any of your younger listeners will remember Rag and Bone Men, but they used to go around on cars. Septo and Son.
Exactly, there you go. And ironically, the last one in London used to come down my road, and I got to know him a little bit, a guy called Al. And I thought it'd be rather nice to write a song about him. Madness songs have always been about people and places, and it just seemed to me interesting that he was the last Rag and Bone Man, the last of a particular time in our culture. And so that's what we've been doing so far. But there's a number of songs on the go at the moment, which hopefully will see the light of day.
Great. So with this new project that you're doing, is this kind of an album in the style of The Liberty of Norton Folgate, or is it more like your last one?
Well, that's a very good question. I mean, this song is definitely in the style of The Liberty of Norton Folgate. I mean, you never know. I mean, because everybody in the band writes, until there's sort of 20 songs, in the firmament, nobody really knows what the overall plan will be for a new album. But I mean, at the moment, the plan is, sort of early next year to collate all the songs and make some sort of album.
Well, we're going to look forward to that. And
great stuff.
You were saying you're going to sing some of the songs that you're going to be recording soon. Are you going to sing songs from your last album, Oi Oi CC Jar Jar Da Da?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I mean, it's funny. No, it's funny what songs, songs in Madness in the set, they sort of hang around for a while. Some of them go, some of them come. I mean, it's funny. I'm trying to think from the last album what we still play. We did a few festivals in the summer. We still tend to play My Girl too a little bit. We were playing Leon. We were playing I can't remember now. But there's a few songs from the Wee Wee album that still sort of.
I thought it was a good album. My listeners do enjoy Leon. I play that a lot, and they like that.
Good.
Yeah. Obviously, you can't beat the classics, can you?
Well, I mean, I've been around a long time, 30 or 40, nearly 35 years or something. And for me, I mean, there were periods in the band when we went very obscure and we just played the whole of albums. Like the album 7, I remember we played the whole of that, and we didn't play many hits, and the audience get a bit bored. If I go and see Stevie Wonder and he doesn't play, which I did in fact, and he didn't play Superstition, he didn't play Living for the City, and you just think, what I mean? It's like...
You walk away as a fan and you're disappointed, I guess.
You know what I mean? Because it's lovely to hear new music, and it's great to know that artists are still working, but you go there for a party, don't you? And in order to make a party, you have to have some stuff that jumps out at you. And we'll be playing all the hits, of course. Yeah.
Brilliant. You recently re-released the album One Step Beyond for the 35th anniversary. What do you put the band's longevity down to?
I suppose we've all been friends. We've been friends since we were at school, a lot of us, and that's always been more important than the work, And I think if you look at a lot of our contemporaries, they fell out, and consequently they don't exist anymore. So, the fact that we're still together, you know what I mean? It sounds simple, but it's a fact that we're still together. And I know a lot of young people that come and see the band are always surprised that see the band. They go, "Is it all the original members?" And I think that's been part of our longevity, really.
Who were some of the band's influences in the early days when you were just starting out? 35 years ago.
Well, the obvious ones are the Kinks and Ian Dury. I mean, obviously Prince Buster was a big influence. I'd say those three. I mean, there were lots of others. I mean, we loved pop music, so there were a lot of different people, but those three, I should say.
What's the story about how you chose your name? I think I read this in your book, but I can't remember exactly.
I was about 13 or 14, and I wanted to have my own nickname, and so my name was Graham McPherson. I just got Gray and Mac, and I just didn't like them. So I was an encyclopedia of jazz musicians, and I just put a pin in at random, and I got the name Peter. I thought, well, that's no good. And then I read his second name, and it was Peter Suggs, and so that's how I got Suggs, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. And talking about your book, That Close, it was out last year. How enjoyable was putting together an autobiography?
It was a lot of hard work, to be honest. I mean, writing songs is very different to writing prose, and it took me a long time. Yeah, it took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So
it wasn't enjoyable.
Bits were enjoyable. The fun bits were enjoyable. When it's trying to remember history and friends and names, it gets a bit complicated. But mostly it was enjoyable, yeah.
And I can't imagine you're the kind of guy that keeps a diary of everything.
No, I don't. No, I certainly don't.
Okay, Suggs, sorry to put you on the spot, but can you tell us one of your favourite ska and reggae songs to play on the show tonight?
I'll tell you what. Oh, my goodness. I've heard a song I hadn't heard for a long time, and it is Waiting for My Rude Girl. It's a song on the Blue Beat label, and I think it's Prince Buster and the All-Stars. I forget the main character's name, but that's a great song. Yeah, if you can find that, I'd love to hear that.
We'll dig it out and play it on the
Marvellous.
show. Also, one other thing, I know you're a big Chelsea fan. How happy are you with the start to the season?
I think it's going great. Yeah, it couldn't have gone better. I mean, partly that Chelsea are playing very well, but partly that the other mobs aren't doing too well themselves. So things are looking very good indeed.
Always helps, doesn't it? And Costa looks good, doesn't he?
Costa looks great, yeah. I mean, it's one of those, you just hope that he doesn't get injured. But, no, we're doing great, yeah. Brilliant. Well, Chris, it's been lovely. Good luck to you, mate.
Thanks a lot for talking to us on the show. Cheers, Suggs.
You're very welcome. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thanks.